Am I making a fool of myself right now? Most likely. But do you know who ran these stairs? The birthplace of the United States of America, the home of the cheesesteak, the land of Rocky Balboa. So previously in Washington, we learned a little bit about American history. You know, we visited these iconic landmarks and we've seen the originals of the three most important documents of the United States: the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. But this place in Philadelphia, actually the building behind me, is technically the birthplace of the United States. The Independence Hall is the place where they actually signed the Declaration of Independence, where George Washington was inaugurated, and apparently for the first time in the world, a switch of power was done peacefully between George Washington and John Adams. Right down behind me sits for exhibition the Liberty Bell, which used to be at the very top of the Independence Hall. Throughout history, this bell became the symbol for liberty. Unfortunately, nobody can ring it today because, ironically, it cracked.
Actually, first it had a little crack, then they fixed it. It rang for a couple of more years.
And then it cracked for good, wasn't usable anymore on George Washington's birthday. So, if you're an American, this is probably obvious to you, but Philadelphia is known for the classic cheesesteak sandwich. Now, the story goes like this. Apparently, Pat's invented the classic Philly cheesesteak, and the one behind me, Gino's, claimed to have perfected the recipe somehow. Now, the locals might say these are not the tastiest sandwiches you can find, but they're for sure the most popular. And I did not come all the way here not to taste both of them. Can I get a cheesesteak with? I ordered like a local.
Next, first beer.
That was fast. See this? You see this? Guys, it was amazing. I really don't know how to describe it. I think I wouldn't give it justice, but it's like a foot-long Subway meets a kebab that dated a triple cheese sandwich from McDonald's. I don't know, that was bad. That was a bad description. Even though the meat might look like the kebab kind, it really does not taste like that. It literally tastes like you took a steak and you just sliced it in thin pieces. And then the cheese is like cheese dip with nachos, if you ever had that, and of course some onions on top. But we're not done. We're going to Gino's. Can I get a cheesesteak with, please?
With.
Okay, first of all, notice the serving. Like, it's a little bit more. Obviously, this one was also super tasty, but I can't say which one was better while I'm here. And look, I'm not a savage. I gave half of each to my girlfriend behind the camera. Jesus. Okay, look, if you ask me, right off the bat, I can just say Pat's was a little bit better than Gino's, but that doesn't mean Gino's was not amazing as well. I mean, that's the whole point of it. You come here to taste both, right? To say that you ate at Pat's and Gino's. Locals, I don't think they come here actually. And if you look it up, you will see that apparently there's a huge rivalry and like they hate each other and whatever, but to be honest, I think it's just good marketing and they both love it because it's good business. I'm happy I ate at the same place where Rocky Balboa ate his sandwich, and also apparently where Mark Zuckerberg had one. And you know, both of them have plenty of variations of the sandwich. You know, you can look at the menu and you can add a lot of things. You have toppings outside to, you know, top up your sandwich. But we wanted to have the classic original experience. And that is the bread, of course, the beef, your type of cheese, and then you need to choose with or without onions. And look, it's really a thing here that they want you to know how to order your sandwich, meaning you should chop and hurry up and know what you want, because you can't just show up and be like,
I would like a sandwich with cheese and with...
You can't just do that. Like, for example, the type of sandwich I had, a local would order, I would like a cheesesteak with wheat. What? With what? So cheesesteak is the sandwich, whiz is the type of cheese, and wheat means with onions. Yeah, apparently you have to know the Philly slang. I'm a local now. Am I making a fool of myself right now? Most likely. But do you know who ran these stairs? These famous stairs in Philadelphia? Gotta go back to the gym. Guys, I'm pretty much doing what every tourist or every Rocky fan does when they get to Philadelphia in this part of the city. I run up the stairs of the Museum of Art, and then when I get on top, I raise my hands and relive a part of my childhood. I was born in the 90s and the first Rocky movies came out in the 70s, so I'm not really the generation of the first Rocky movies, but I did grow up with them, and I don't know, it's a bit surreal to me that I'm doing what I'm doing now. This is the Rocky Balboa statue. This is the actual statue from the movie, and apparently they kept moving it back and forth a couple of times from the top of the stairs of the art museum and then here where it found its final place in 2006. There's a famous quote at the bottom of the statue that was spoken in the last Rocky movie, Rocky 6. It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. What's funny to me is that they credited Sylvester Stallone and not the Rocky character. Still, same thing, right? And actually in the movie, in the famous run where Rocky runs with all the kids behind him, before he reaches the stairs, he's running through this huge boulevard. And you could see left and right of him a lot of flags from different countries. And now when I look on all the light poles, I can see signs with a lot of country names. I really wonder if it has anything to do with the movie. Listen, we had a great time in Philly. Everything you've seen so far, and of course off camera as well. You know, the food was great, we went shopping and whatever, but I feel like I'm leaving Philadelphia with mixed feelings. You know, if you take all the touristic part away, all the things you saw me do or visit, I don't think I could say I had such a great experience. You know, I don't want to, you know, be too negative as well, but there were times when I felt that I'm not safe, for example, like even during the day, in the middle of the day, especially after, you know, the sunset, in the middle of the city. I'm not talking about the suburbs. And for this couple of days, we've only been in pretty much the center of the city. I encourage you to Google Kensington, Philadelphia to see the zombie apocalypse over there. I'm sorry to say, but there's a lot of drug addicts on the streets, there's a lot of homeless people, and also like a lot of garbage on the streets, on the sidewalks in the middle of the city. But please don't get me wrong, I don't want to end this vlog on a negative note. I just want to offer you a different perspective as well, a piece of reality of what I felt being here. By no means do I regret coming here, and I 100% recommend for anyone to come here and visit the city, especially in the combination with Washington DC, the same way we did it. But with that said, I'd like to thank you for watching the Philly vlog. We're soon going to be on our way to New York, so I'll see you from there. Or you'll see me seeing you.